Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are having a sensational day. I'm having a great day today. I hope that you are as well. What are we doing today? We're going to listen to this track, or suite rather, that we're going to listen to. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Aziza. Hold on, let me pull up the name. I didn't pull up the full thing. Aziza Mustafa Zadeh. We're going to listen to this track, or these tracks, off of her third studio album, Dance of Fire, released in 1995. That's going to be the first 4 tracks on the album, which are Boomerang, Dance of Fire, Sheherezadeh, and Aspiration. And I ain't talking Gentle Giant. We are listening to this because this was suggested and sponsored by Sonnen. Sonnen, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate that. I've never heard of Miss Zadeh, but I'm really excited to listen to this. I don't know what to expect, but I love a suite. I love music from someone I've never heard of. I have nothing more to say. So let us go ahead and let the music do the saying, the speaking. Starting off the first track, Boomerang. I suppose since it's a suite of 4 tracks, I should just let them all play. That seems to be the best course of action. So let's set sail. Boomerang. I remember when I was a kid, like in elementary school, there was a day that like we all made boomerangs of like paper and stuff like that. And obviously, it didn't go anywhere. And it was one of those things that I thought as a kid, like I was lied and led to believe that boomerangs would like you could throw them and come back. And when I finally made one, of course it didn't do so. Not realizing, yeah, of course you're making a boomerang with construction paper. It's not going to come back to you. Let's go and listen to this song. We'll discuss it after. Snappy piano, I love that. Kind of hitting a Keiko Matsui kind of vein. Dramatic. Just hooking and holding it together. It is so dramatic and heavy in its own way. It's Stanley Clark. Wow. getting chills. I'm just quiet. I'm just listening. It's like a tango. Bring it all together. Bring it right back. Heavy swing to it too. let me break the fourth wall a little bit. One thing I love doing on this channel, when I'm listening to the music, and a part of the purpose of this channel is really to get away from things, right? I view this in some sense as a hopefully, mostly, occasionally, there's, positive getaway, sanctuary from real life. This is like just a place to just listen to music, enjoy it, appreciate it. Yeah, there's times I don't care for the music and I might get a little negative on it, but I try as much as possible really to keep this place a nice, positive experience to get away. And this music, for me, was such a positive, adventurous getaway. For I don't know how long, 14 minutes, 15 minutes or so, I was just in Miss Zadeh's world, just in the world of the band, in the world of her music, her creativity, and I enjoyed every second and every ounce of that listen. That was incredible. There's no two ways around it. Masterful. And can I say that, obviously the technical prowess of every single member here, of which this is a star-studded album and lineup, amongst the technical prowess, there were no moments in here that I felt were, that of course occasionally and are part of progressive rock music, for example. There were no quick, awkward transitions or weird breakaways into, time signatures that you can't count on your fingers. Those are fine, obviously. You've been here long enough. Those are cool. But I like how this took something a little bit more straightforward, but still included just as much genius in here. Let's go through this star-studded album. Miss Zadeh, piano. I mean, it's truly speaks for itself. Her piano, especially in the first track, Boomerang. At first, it was kind of seeming like it was reminding me a little bit of Keiko Matsui and her piano playing. And although I'm not overly familiar with Miss Keiko, Aziza, she brought a fire in here. And obviously the second track is Dance of Fire, but the first track is a heavy opening. I mean, truly, it is like a heavy metal, classical jazz fusion and hybrid. This is like a Liger at the piano, just biting and clawing at those black and whites. And her playing was phenomenal. Dramatic, heavy, and yet skillful, technical, subtle when it needed to be. And the maneuvering and the playing around everyone in the band, which, like I said, this is a star-studded personnel list here. Aldi Meola on guitar. As if you couldn't tell from the guitar playing when it would come up, that flamenco style just is abundant and it sounds great in his hands. And the way that he brings those flurries in alongside her is magic. You also have Bill Evans on sax. Like legends. And then Stanley Clark on acoustic and some electric bass, as well as Kai Icarpe de Camargo on bass as well. So 2 bassists on the album. And while I'm not familiar with Camargo, obviously incredible jazz musician, incredible bass musician, but Stanley Clark, man, strutting his stuff. The fretless sound on here in abundance. One of my favorite sounds and one of my favorite instruments is the fretless bass. And we get a lot of that. This is just a bountiful... I should schedule this video to come out Thanksgiving, because this is a bounty. This is a cornucopia of talent and just great music. And then Omar Hakim on the drums. The attention to detail, and really everything I say about one specific member could be applied so easily to another. But Hakim's attention to detail and subtlety, I especially noticed it more so on the hi-hat and the cymbal work that he was performing in lieu of the music, was just absolutely wonderful. I like how the different tracks, obviously it's a suite of sorts, so I like how they go through different emotions as well. Boomerang is very fiery and heavy and extremely powerful, heavy-handed. Dance of Fire kind of seems like the centerpiece. It's a little bit more straightforward and a little bit more straightforward. And it seems like the main piece, the centerpiece of this particular table that's spread out before us, while the final 2 pieces kind of gently I won't say gently, but they do lower us down just a little bit. with Sheherezadeh kind of acting as slightly like a walk down the boardwalk, a fun walk through a carnival. Still playful, but just a little bit not so heavy, right? Not as epic. An aspiration feels like an aspiration. It feels like that emotional release. It feels like, hey, there's something to hope for. There's something to look forward to as we continue on. But this is the end of this specific segment and this specific piece and suite. I genuinely thought that this was just incredible. Can I say though? I mean, if I had to choose like out of these, I think Boomerang is just an amazing opener, and the way that she plays in some of these moments here. God, let's not keep. And I wouldn't. I mean, obviously Aziza is like, to me that's genius. There's to me perhaps some obvious classical influence as well into the way that she structures and composes the music, while still bringing in jazz. And wow, truly, I think that is just extremely impressive. And that's the kind of music that will leave you speechless, and that's the type of music that properly will take you out of wherever you are and just insert yourself for a little bit into this artist, this band, into their space, and go where they are. And this is that type of music. This was really, really brilliant. Sonnen, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Really, really appreciate that. And I really enjoyed that a lot. Hope that you guys did as well. Hope there was something in there that you enjoyed. As always, I appreciate you being here and clicking on the videos day in, day out. And please come back tomorrow. I will see you all then. Bye, guys.